Okay, so for the feedback, Moji, shoot.
Thank you so much, Laomi. Thank you, Team Emerald. I'm going to start with you. Well done, good content, good screenshots that you have there. I'm not just going to flop what Laomi has said before. The timing, yeah, the timing was not well rationed, and if you notice, that affected the other people that had to speak at the end of the end of your presentation. So I'm going to come to you, Victoria, because you're the only SM. The good attempt at your interview questions. At least you gave 3 out of the 5 that were given to you. So well done on that. Your mind map also, you had content, but you didn't join it properly. You didn't use that feature that you picked properly. All the arrows that were meant to link things together were not used. If you check, they were just lying. I think you used Figma, but I'm not sure now. I think it's Figma. But if you notice all the connecting arrows, you didn't use them. They were just there. They were not connecting properly in your to your mind map. So that wasn't properly done. But I know it's work in progress. You can go back, and then improve on that to do it properly. Nice personnel. But your persona was nice. I like that. Well done. Nice responsibility also, but I think you can get more in, because you listed all the Scrum events that you facilitated as each bullet point, which they can all would have come under one bullet point so that you're able to put in more responsibilities, but just to research more on the responsibilities of a Scrum Master so that you can have more on your CV. Let me put it that way. Good screenshots for all that, but well done, and you were straight to the point in your own presentation. So generally, as one facilitating for your team, the only thing I'm gonna say is the fact that Jeffrey the day went on so long. I'm not gonna blame you for it, but I just want to say that in a situation where you have an event, this is an event, your Scrum events are all time boxed, and you're the one facilitating. Yeah, try and not to let one team member go so long. If Laomi had not come in to stop Jeffrey, he would have taken all this 15 minutes that was meant for your team. And then the other team members won't have been able to say anything. So in a situation, he was saying good things, good content Jeffrey had and all that, but it was taking too long on it. So you as a facilitator could have come in, even without the timekeeper talking, to, kind of cut him short so that other people can, and you're cutting him short, not rudely, politely, but just to let him be aware that he has maybe 1 more minute to round off and all that and everything. But well done, Victoria, that's for you. And quickly, before I go to Ruby, I was hearing a lot of things from not you, but from other team members that I felt, before I forget, let me quickly say it. I was hearing a lot of things from other people that presented. I was hearing my Azure board. Okay, so that is the Teams project board. So there were lots of screenshots coming up, and I was hearing, oh, this is my Azure board. Okay, so please don't let's make that mistake when we go to interviews or when we're out there. The Azure board is not yours, it's a Teams project board. So you can say, these are my stories on the Teams project board, but please don't say these are my Azure, this is my Azure board. Please, let's just take that correction in. And quickly, I would go to, okay, before I round off, Emerald, like what Laomi said, there was no practice before you did this presentation. So you didn't do a mini demo amongst yourself before coming. If you had done that, there would have been a lot of synergy, kind of everything would have flowed much, much better than the way it was. So please, if you had to do it again, or if you have an opportunity to present again as a team, do a mini one before, a mini demo within yourself first, before you come out to, to present it to your stakeholders or whosoever you're presenting to. So thanks, that's for Emma. But apart from that, well done, you did good. And well done, Victoria. I think you've been taking it now for 2 sessions going, being on the hot seat, but well done. I'm going to go to Ruby, and I think for Ruby, again, I have just one Scrum Master to talk about, and that is Daniel. Daniel, well done. Well done to Ruby. Yeah, there was synergy there. It showed that you people practiced before you had this demonstration, this presentation that you had to do this night. Well done, Daniel, for your interview questions. Your persona was good. Mind map, wonderful. Your responsibilities, well written out, bullet point out and everything, and all the tasks that you listed also. Well done on it. Generally, in the way you also facilitated the meeting, it was like we said, there was synergy there. So it was obvious that there were practice or mini presentations that you people did before coming on. And there was another thing I picked up that you did, which I think Victoria can also learn from, or any other Scrum Masters that I'm on call can learn from. So when people are taking too long, you didn't stop them by talking. You didn't talk to say, oh, you are taking too long. You were actually moving their slide on. And that was kind of a non-communication language to say you need to speed up. So that was a very good one. That's a very good strategy. Then they won't be able to dwell so much on the slide that is being shown. You were moving it on so that they can move on also. So that was a very good one. Well done. So well done, Team Emerald, and well done, Team Ruby. It will get better, believe me. Thanks.
Naomi, are you there?
Hi, Laum, are you there?
Okay.
Yes, I am. Hi, sorry. Good evening. Thank you so much, Moji. Sorry, I was just trying to stop that noise before I jump on. Thank you so much, Moji, for that. That was, spot on. So we'll be delving into the BA feedback. Bolu, are you ready? Then, sorry, before Bolu comes on, there was something I forgot to mention earlier. So guys, please, it's persona. You can go and check the pronunciation. I know we've spoken about pronunciation, but please just keep practicing. So it's persona, not personal, not my personal or something, It's just, persona. Thank you. Bolu, do you want to show?
Yeah, thanks for allowing me.
Thank you.
Well done to both team. Team Emerald, Bukola, you're the only PA that presented there, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, well done. You have such great detail. I mean, it was well detailed. I like what you did with your mind map about telling us industries that you'd be interested in. I feel like you can still add more things. And then I say that for your responsibilities, you can convert them to your CV. Like you can take those responsibilities and put them as, because you structured it so well that it can work on your CV. So you might want to look into that. Yeah, well done for that. And then Victoria, okay, Victoria is also in Emerald. Yeah, well done, Victoria. You had a lot of information. I still feel like, I mean, your screenshots were not clear, so I couldn't breathe through your user stories, the screenshot of your user story. But one thing I picked up on one of your process map that you presented is that you use a sub process in the process map. If you are not, so what sub process does is best used in sub processes. That shape that has two lines inside of it is best used when you are doing a low level process map, and the process map presented, it looks like a high level process map. And if what you were joining it to, because the slides were moving so fast, I couldn't read through everything. But if what you were joining it to wasn't a sub process of that particular process that the arrow is going to, then you don't need a sub process there. Just leave it as a process if it's another process, so that you don't confuse your stakeholders. Just take note and just look into that. However, I didn't see your mind map. It would be nice to see your mind map, but well done overall. Yeah, so going to Team Ruby, Salome, you had a really good presentation, well done, but I didn't see your artifact. It would have been really nice to see your artifact. You had, you put together your presentation well, but I would have just loved to see some artifact from you. Oluwatosin, yeah, you had really good presentation as well, but your mind map wasn't clear. It was everywhere. So you might just want to look into how to structure your mind map. You can take a cue from what Bukola did. So it's not, mind map is not supposed to be wordy, it's just pointers. So it's always good to have it when, like, just have pointers on it. You don't need to put a lot of wordings there. because you are presenting it back to people, and although it's for you in the long run, but yeah, just have it, ensure that is well arranged, do the boxes well, and yeah, just investigate how you can work on it and make it really nice. But overall, good presentation. It was really good. Well done. For Ogochukwu, yeah, well done also. But for your bio, for the persona that you did, um, your bio is actually a summary of yourself. So I was seeing you put in some bullet points and some things from your CV. Or ensure that it's just like tell me about yourself. So your bio is like a summary of, if they say tell me about yourself, who is Ogochukwu, like what career wise, not your family wise. So who is Ogochukwu career wise? Who is she? What's her experience and all of that? So it's very good for you to have that summary, and that's what your bio represent on the persona. And also, I said your mind map wasn't clear. Is something you might want to look into, like maybe the screenshot was not clear. So yeah, it's good for you to have a look at that. But well done all together. You guys have really worked well. And I saw that some of you took the feedback I gave on, was it Thursday or Friday, about how to arrange your tell me about yourself, your opening speech, the middle, and then the closing. I was seeing some really good closing. So well done, everyone, for that. That's me. Allow me.
Thank you so much, Bolu. Thank you for that. Abimbola, are you set for the keywords, please? Thank you.
Yeah, yes, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you have
Thank you,
about 3
allow me.
minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, allow me. Well done, QAs. And I would say that this week it was a lot of improvements, and I'm really, really happy that you're doing so well. I'll start with Emirate. I'll start with Kayode. I'll say that you have done so well. You have even improved so well in terms of how you present now, even though we still need to work on your presentation so that it's well structured. Also, I saw something about your nuggets. I think it's a typo. You have 2G. It's just 1G so that it won't look like our nuggets that we buy in McDonald's. Is a nugget package. So also you made mention of build folder when you were talking about setting up framework from scratch.
Abimbola, we can't hear you anymore. You want to check if you're muted or something?
And I think you're ready to start applying for it, because I could see that you are the only one that show your CV. Can you hear me? Hello? Can everybody
Yes, we can hear you now.
Loud and clear, loud and clear now.
Continue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say that you're ready to start applying for Rona. So please, we need to work on your CV. Maybe there might be another time that that we have to do the CV review again. A bit of structure needs to be done on your CV, because I could see some things there, although it's okay, but it still need to be worked on, which is good. And also, when you were talking about setting up your framework, you make mention of build folder. You don't build folder. You create your folder structure so that we are careful of those words when we are speaking to the panel, so that we are not being asked more and more questions on how you build a folder. And also, you show lots of screenshots, which is very good. The only thing I observe is that some of the screenshots, I was looking to see more in terms of, although you show the one that fails, which is very, very good. It shows the confidence. I was expecting more in terms of the bugs, because the bug you raised, you put a screenshot of automation there, failing test of automation, and I'm not kind of impressed, because when you raise a bug, you need a screenshot of that particular application and where it's failing and where the bug exists, so that the developer knows the actual place to fix that bug. And also, but you put a screenshot of your automation failing, which is not well good. And I think with that, I will still say you've done well. Well done. And this week is very, very good. And yeah, I just think you need to work on the structure. And yeah, so I'll move to Adedayo. Adedayo, well done for the presentation as well. And Adedayo, I think it's because you're the person sharing your screen and the slide was kind of too fast. It make you to lose confidence. And I don't know if you were upset at a point because you were nervous in your voice and what you were saying wasn't matching the screenshots. And I could not follow at a point. I was actually saying, oh my God, what is he saying? Because sometimes I was lost at a point, I wouldn't lie. I was lost because what you were saying wasn't matching what you were showing in the screenshots, and the way the slide was going to forward was also
Abimbola, are you there?
part of your nervousness. But apart from that, and lots of improvement this week, which I've talked about. I think I've talked about this folder structure, misuse of Word. You don't integrate folder structure, you integrate spec flow, and which I could see in your screenshot. But let us be careful what we say. But that was good. And I was expecting to see more from you and Kayode. I was expecting more automation test passing, more screenshots. I think that wasn't shown clearly this week. And there's still a lot more to work on that. Please, next time, let us show more of our tests in the framework and more of the test passing as well. But well done to Team Emerald. I'll go to Team Ruby. Team Ruby, Babatunde, you also did well this week. I think you are kind of exceptional, and the way you present is also very, very good. It's well detailed because it shows that your persona also is also good as well. I don't even know how to fault you, but I could see a lot of things that you're doing, and also you were talking about writing 23 test cases. That was good because it's not everybody can write test cases, and you did so well. And you were showing screenshots of your name as well to that test cases, which is very, very good. And I would say that your box screenshot is also good as well, which is very, very good. And we could see lots of test passing as well, because this is one thing that, and they always say that when you're showing your automation, show the test, run the test before showing the screenshot, and make sure we see the test pass well again this week. And I will move to Olusegun. Olusegun, well done, lots of improvements. It was better than last week's presentation. And I could see a lot in your screenshot as well, though your PowerPoint needs a bit of work. Maybe it's the color, you kind of highlight your responsibility in white and the background is blue. Maybe you need to work on the PowerPoint as well, because it's a bit blurry. At a point, my screen began to, I don't know, adjust to the color. So just work on the PowerPoint as well, but lots of improvement this week as well. You've also shown screenshots of your work, but I don't know if it's the person sharing the screen that kind of too forward. I could not see your setup very well, but I know that you've done well in terms of setup as well. And you could say that at any point of time, if you're being asked, if any panel did ask you how to set it up. But lots of improvement from all the keyways. I wouldn't fault anyone. I think you all are doing so well. You are 4. And you're doing well. And in terms of communication, well done, QS. Back to you, Olawumi.
Okay, thank you so much, Abimbola. Thank you for that. I was asking if we should just proceed and use 5 minutes for the DAs or after this session.
I can quickly just do that anyway.
Thank
I
you.
think that on it, yeah, apology. So quickly, I think the first person will be Jeffrey anyway. So I think that is quite easy, except from the fact that he used all the time that the team should use, but that was really great one, to be honest. So in terms of the level of detail, so And of course, I will have said that in time of how you highlight your screenshots, don't use and use square or something. Yeah, it will be neater, but the visualization was good. Level of details is exceptional, and how you cannot do the installation with arrows pointing to the different steps that you need to go through. That was also good as well. And even the SQL, to be honest, the level of detail is really, really great. And also the tasks that you've done as well, you are able to put them together. So, and also even in Jira as well, tell me about yourself, also responsibility, that was also great. So, but I think it's really, really good actually. So that, if not for the time, I know that you could have even done a lot as well. So well done. Yeah, it's really, really impressive. Yeah. So I'm going to assume that that's the only person for his team. So I'll go for the next team, which is the Ruby team anyway. So the Ruby team, hold on 1 minute quickly. Starts. So yeah, I think there are 3 people for Ruby that are in the DA, right? So
Tilly, it was Tilly,
yeah.
Fumi, and Abdul.
Yes, exactly. So okay, so I'm actually getting there. I'm checking my note. Okay, the first person is Tida, right? So yeah, so that was also a great presentation as well. So even though okay, the mind map could be a bit structured anyway. So but tomorrow we're going to talk about the mind map. Initially, when I saw all those beautiful mind map, and I thought that maybe tomorrow we don't need to do any mind map, anything, but I think we can still look into that mind map also. And yes, how you laid out your tasks was good. Actually, I like the presentation, was really, really good. So well done for that. And installation steps was also brilliant as well. So how you moved, I like the detail actually is good, even with the installation of the Tableau and how you set it up. Yeah, that is good. And yeah, so then the task has completed. I know I gave you that to also give us, because that's the data, give us visualization on how your team did their tasks. That was also brilliant as well. But of course, I think some of them are not finished anyway. For instance, the one with the gender one are not yet finished, isn't it? I'm not sure. Or if they're finished, that presentation is still need a bit of work anyway in terms of who the feature files and the step definition of bugs that was done. So please, if you can finish that, that will really be good. So yeah, I love the pivot table. That is brilliant, and also the visualization of the chart as well. That's good. And the one, yeah, the Tableau always does a great visualization, which I think is really great to see those, visualization using Tableau. That is brilliant. I appreciate what you've done. That's good. Then Fumilayo, another great one. Of course, as you know, it always, you've always present a great tax every time. The mind map is good actually, but I think maybe from tomorrow you'll be able to redo this anyway. But that's a good start anyway. So well done anyway. But when I talk about mind map, I'm actually talking about mind map towards your CV and not lifestyle or something or weakness anyway. So but tomorrow I think you see what I'm talking about. So then persona is okay, and responsibility or very detailed, I think is good as well. So of course there's kind of this order in the list of the tags anyway, but I can make, I saw what you put in there, which I think they're good. Installation is also brilliant as well. So well done. Visualization of the BA tags, brilliant. That is good as well. I think even those guys also will see what they've done. I like the fact that you kind of not only put the data there, you interpreted the data. You said that, half of the task was done by one person. That is interpretation of data as a data analyst, which I think is good, right? So because you saw the raw data is raw and you're able to interpret it. So with that data is telling you story and you're able to narrate that, which I think is good. Well done. So then Abdulrazak Kariyo. So I like the presentation and how you laid out your work. Even the PowerPoint was brilliant. You started with the table of content. I know what I'm expecting. That is brilliant. And also how you've also laid out your responsibility. One thing I don't want is like in your responsibility, I want something that for instance, you said data collection, you put that, data cleaning, you put that. So which I think is good, but it's not what I was looking for. I was looking for something that you can just kind of copy and paste and put in your CV. Do you get it now? That is the objective of this particular exercise, to say that now you guys have done some roles and what you've done, you can put it on your CV. That is the point. So you got like 15 steps, 15 different responsibility or tasks that you've done on this particular platform that you can actually put in your CV. Except from that, I think it is good anyway. The setup was also brilliant. Description of the setup, even though I could have said that maybe in some other area, screenshots might also be good, but the list is also brilliant as well. So the tags also wonderful as well. So, and the public profile of Tableau is good. And so, and also the interpretation of your team's tags, and also that also is good using that chart. So I would say it's good. Well done. I'm impressed. Yeah. Over to you, Olawumi.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And I just wanted to add, in general, really for the DAs, I think I really loved the work you did, especially in the tasks completed for every member of the team. It was really nice to see. Then just a general feedback, but mainly I got it from Fumi's presentation. This feedback is about our when you are collating as a team, sometimes when you copy from somewhere to the other place, sometimes some tables might mix up or something. This is why it's always good for the team to have a general, probably a sprint planning, before this, just like a preparation before we have this demo. It's always good for the team to come together, because now you have just one document to show. And while they're doing that, if you did that practice before now, Fumi would have seen that, something was not copied properly from her table and she would have done it correctly. So it's always good for you guys to have like a pre-sprint planning before you come for this final demo. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you to all the tutors and the mentors for the feedback. It was good to hear. And in general for Emerald and Ruby, please give yourself thumbs up. I want to see thumbs up on your chat. Give yourself thumbs up. Well done. You've come a long way, but you still have a lot to do. Self-development is very important. That's why we're trying to, push you for your career development. So please still wait behind now. Now we're going to switch to the general meeting, which will be focused on introduction and the dynamics of how this new internship is going to go for the summer. And for the existing interns, you're still going to participate, at this beginning. So please still stay in and listen to what we have for you. Deji, are you set? We will be asking questions, and please, if you have questions, this is the time to speak up. We'll also be showing you your schedule for at least your sprint 0. This is the time to speak up too if you have questions. Thank you. Deji.
Yeah, thank you so much. You can stop this recording and start a new one if that's okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you everybody for joining. I know the mix